he's like a type of audio jack.
And they did that to get the Japanese, like, pompadour thing. Damn it. I guess, oh, he didn't have health. Interesting.
He has health. Because he has a health bar at the boss.
Oh yeah, it was just,
Okay, no one can see what I'm doing. I'm pointing at the screen.
Don't look where I'm pointing. Damn it.
I love their Japanese voices.
I can't waste the one, like, defense lowering.
Yes. This should do a good 120 at least. Yep, almost 150. And look at the damage.
Yes, and now... Bitch! Oh, damn it. I also do find it funny. I make a joke about the game giving you the one hammer and then having a boss fight with ads. And here we are. And yeah, I guess we'll just lower his speed again.
Knock his defense out, and you can do.
And I can do the thing again.
Almost 150 damage, and he takes big chunks.
Well, because due to him having the ads, he doesn't seem to actually have that much HP. Yeah, he doesn't really have that much HP, and doesn't really do a lot of damage because they actually balance the fight around having the ads.
Should have paid for a higher subscription tier. That way we don't. That way we get a boss fight without ads.
Boo.
Nah, 1 point less than you did last time. Blue, blue, blue. Oh yeah, red. So Mario. I just noticed that it's red and green. I'm stupid. No broken, not alone.
I do wonder if I actually will waste the time taking them out, how different would the boss fight be, because them being left alone actually gives them unique
He's still
attacks,
got...
but I was gonna say, he still has the fence down, so...
I would work with that. Let's actually play this somewhat confidently. You lowered his defense, kick his ass.
Like I said, that's why I kept it around.
Okay, since we know how this works now. Green, green, red.
Damn it.
It's fine. He has like no health.
Oh. So because he has no health. Please, game, please. Don't let me fight the enemies. Don't let me fight the fucking enemies. Just... Good!
Good. I hate RPGs that do that.
That's why I was like, fuck it, I am just going to fight him.
Sturdyware.
Though, again, that is a boss fight where they give you the one, like, hammer, and it's like, it does more damage the, like, more enemies you've taken out, and then his gimmick is actually summoning ads. I do find it funny, they actually, like, designed the game around that. But retreat for now. Oh, better retreat for now. To me, Snapper? No, Snapper. Yeah. Snaptor. because it's like a condor, but ouch. Hey, not so hard. I just can't figure out these guys. The Docket guy looks like a real deal, though.
And this is the final mechanic
What's
in the game.
What's that? He must have dropped it.
And because you don't get the final mechanic until here, people think this is the end of the tutorial.
That is cope. That is copium, good sir. Whoa, it's a battle plug plugged into a power tap. This is a big deal. Got a battle plug and a power tap.
The final mechanic.
That's super useful. Hey, that's mine. Dropping my battle plugs and power tap, total disgrace. The battle plug and power tap belong to me. I found that stuff lying around. Mine by
Mine by scavengers, right?
I was trying to say scavenger.
Yeah.
Don't touch them, you hear? Give them back. Motherfucker. You motherfuckers better heal me for this. Ah, perfect timing. Try using those battle plugs you just picked up. All you gotta do is use plug them into the power tap. I did it for you this time, so you can just start whirling away. Motherfucker! First off is the easy appeasing try connecting without
Try countering without doing an emergency guard.
should be a symbol for you, Mario Luigi.
Red.
Oh, damn it. Damn it! Motherfucker.
Easy peasy counters is what's plugged in.
Normally you say your battle plugs plugs, but this time you'll say I don't want to, but I kinda have to. The fact that they do these back to back without a save is fucking stupid. I'm sorry, it just is.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it. Cool. Oh, right, was a hammer that big you it can hardly miss. So we call time to try out the kaboom attack.
Yes.
It says a hammer, so ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. There it is. You can get them all with that kaboom. What? Probably time to get out of here. You motherfuckers made me waste a nut on that.
I was about to say it was just the tutorial, so.
But I didn't want to die because I couldn't fucking heal. Oh, the thing is, the super nut is just the mid-level nut. Giggity, I'm pretty sure I can go buy those. Go ahead, time. And fighting me twice in a row. Can't blame you for dropping out. I've got too much game for you. I'm the brains of my crew, after all. Your battle tactics were boring. So more next time. Ha ha ha. Don't grab me like that. Wait till I call you. Ouch. That guy, the brains, more like the butt of the joke. Ba-dum-tish. Oh yeah, how'd you like those battle plugs you it figured out pretty well, huh? I've got it. I couldn't remember why it'd be good for. But remember the sprite walls been keep inside of me. I can use the sprite walls to make battle plugs. I just need to use the... I'm sure I can do it. Let's give it a try. Ooh! Okay, let's see. Surprise iron ball when you get an excellent rating as a jumper. Hammer attack and iron ball drop on the target, dealing more damage. Dizzying. Ooh! Dizzying attack. Safe guard. Prevent the effects of trip or dizzy when safeguard. Auto mushroom. Auto syrup. I have 152 because I could technically crafting those two would just be 40. I could. The thing is to craft 4, so I could craft like. Guess I'll just start with that one. You get on a keep collecting tripods and you'll be able to build. The more battle plugs you craft, the more times will become available. Collect. Okay. Next, set the battle plug. Set plugs. Next, you'll. In the menu, select that. As the adventure goes on, you'll get into. Oh, that's right. Battle plugs can only be used a specific number of times. After that, they'll need to be recharged. Give them to me. I'll get it done with gusto. There's a limit to how many times you can use a battle plug's effect. When the battle plug hits 0 charges, it will automatically start recharging and can't be used for a while. Recharging battle plug recover. Battle plug is removed. Try equipping another short. Whoa, cool.
Talk about the battle plugs in a minute.
You guys really are trying to get Concordia back to normal. So they do have lots of money. Do you ever listen? You're going to Linkar Island now? Whoa, awesome. I knew.
No, I know I can be more.
And so can I. We can help lots of people. I just know we can. I know! I'll work with the villains to help lots of people. Okay, just might as well because I have a lot of these. Make that one as well. And then out of all of the autos, the one I care about the most is Auto Syrup, because that restores BP. So if I have that in like a boss fight or something, I can blow a bunch of turns on using a bunch of bros moves. BP gets low, auto BP kicks in, and I just restore shit without possibly having to use a turn.
Yes.
So I'll do that for now. Jump attacks against flying enemies are ooh! Anti-spike hammer attacks against spiky enemies are guaranteed. Critical hits turns jump counters into guard points.
Crown pounds.
And charge up hammer. Ooh! Auto 1-up. Makes it more likely that defeated enemies will drop items. Ooh!
And these are all good except for the idiotic system that the battle plugs work on.
What's the...
The game explained it, but I don't like it. It's how the battle plugs work.
The whole charge thing?
Yes! It's how you recharge the battle plugs.
How do you recharge the...
You cannot recharge it unless you're out of it, and then you have to waste a bunch of battles getting the battle plug back.
Yeah, at least they can be
No! Well, yes, but you see my problem.
You know, especially like as an example, the like attempts in that battle actually did take the charges out of the one plug.
Yeah, and you will never get a charge back unless you run out of those. And then you have to do a bunch of battles to get it back. It is a padding waste of time.
Dude. The funny thing is, like, because of that, I actually might, like, if there are any plugs I can't have, like, if I can choose to not have the plugs equipped, I might actually literally de-equip them and save those for bosses. Unless I want to try to grind something out, like a plug gives you like more money or whatever, that's like, oh, that's what I'm going to have equipped to fix my money problem. Somebody get me. Dude.
It is a cool system.
Oh, I love shit like the...
That, in my opinion...
Oh, I love shit like the getting guaranteed crits or other stuff like the potentially auto syrup and stuff. This is the type of shit I can see potentially breaking the game wide open.
Which is why I wish the battle plugs would recharge differently. Because I agree with what a lot of people said. It's kind of stupid. If you want to recharge it, you need to have it at 0, and then you need to do a bunch of battles to get it back. So that makes it this weird resource of, you think it's nice. Except someone might go, oh, but like, what about the constant crits and stuff? If you're constantly fighting spiky enemies, wouldn't constantly using the battle plug even out? Because when you use up all the charges, you'll get it back, but that creates like the dumbest feedback loop. It's time for the question of the day and my overall thoughts on the topic. So, anyway, how do you feel about the battle plugs? I'm incredibly conflicted about the battle plugs. Now, to be fair, I somewhat misunderstood how they work. The recharge time is not a number of battles, it's a number of turns, which does make the battle plugs a little bit easier to use, but at the same time, I still feel like the battle plugs are counterintuitive and waste your time. Because the battle plugs have really good effects, but so many of those effects I wish were permanent buffs, even if you only had a limited number of slots to equip those buffs, especially if you could change them out as much as you wanted, but the main gimmick would basically be you have a small limited number of slots and maybe more powerful effects could use up more than one slot, because I feel like this game is designed around the battle plugs, but I feel like they don't recharge in a way that makes sense in my head. And I will agree, the turn thing is not as bad as I thought it was. I thought it was battles, but it turns out it's turns. But that still means you need to do a good bit of grinding, or sit there like an idiot and waste a ton of time in a battle. That does mean in a boss fight, you could theoretically stall and get your plugs back, and you can get some accessories and other stuff that do recharge the plugs, but I feel like so many of the mechanics to at least partly recharge the plugs or speed up recharging the plugs basically come off as a weird band-aid solution, because I generally stand by everything I said in this video. I don't really like the battle plugs all that much because it's a padded waste of time when I feel like healing at the heart blocks should have basically reset all the battle plugs. I also feel like heart block should have been a bit more frequent, because this is basically a resource that you can only get back by grinding, and that doesn't sit right with me. Regardless of how slightly inconvenient it is, and regardless of how it's not as bad as I thought it was, I still think this mechanic is dumb, because that means if you use a battle plug and it runs out and you're about to approach the boss, if you wanted that battle plug, you would basically need to go do a bunch of fights like an idiot to waste some turns in order to get the plug back, which is incredibly stupid. This is why I basically said the heart blocks should have basically topped off all the battle plugs, because mechanically I don't really like this mechanic. It's why I'm incredibly conflicted and generally leaning more towards hatred, because without the battle plugs, I feel like you take too much fucking damage. And I also feel like you don't deal nearly enough damage. But the number of shots in a battle plug is really bad. And while that does help you for a minute, I feel like in most fights, you quickly burn through all your battle plugs in just a couple of attacks. And then you basically need to not have battle plugs, and you need to do a bunch of battles, get your stupid plugs back, and essentially repeat that. When I also feel like, in general, plugs should have recharged if you weren't using them. And that could have also been a balance. You could use a plug and then basically recharge the plug if it wasn't in use, because I also feel like plugs that were only missing 1 or 2 uses should have been something that you could recharge without using them. And if you wanted to balance around that, you could have actually had more of a penalty for swapping plugs in and out, which again I think would have been fine, or that one point I made about the healing blocks, because as it stands, I'm incredibly conflicted and I don't like the battle plugs all that much, because I feel like you need them far too much, and then you basically need to run around like an idiot to recharge the plugs, and that's not fine. That isn't game balance. That's just creating a tedious mechanic that is basically stupid. Give me a resource and basically balance it better. Another compromise that I think would have been interesting is if you could have like 1 or 2 plugs that gain infinite uses, but they basically take up an infinite use slot. So you could decide that you basically want this plug that never goes away. And that would have actually been a fun balance. Oh, I can have infinite use of this specific battle plug, but I only get like 1, maybe 2 slots for infinite use. And then the whole game could be built around. You can slot plugs in that have unlimited use, but your unlimited use is super, super limited by design, and they could have left that at 1, which I think would have been fair, because that means if you wanted infinite use for something else, you would need to take a plug out and put a different plug in. Then the game could have been balanced around giving the player that 1 infinite use slot. Or, again, at the very least, an easier way to basically get the charges back. Because as it stands, this is incredibly dumb. But anyway, I have basically been rambling for nearly 10 minutes. So I do need to stop. You can leave your thoughts, opinions, and answers in the comments, or you can leave them all on social media. All of my social media links, as well as my Discord links, are in the video description. Now, as always, I need to be a shill for a minute. If you subscribe to the channel, and if you follow me on social media, that really helps our communities grow. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope I will see you all next time. So as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, everybody. I hope you come back someday. See you later.